So here we go, a human heart. And I wonder, sorry, just trying to see what kind of magic I can do here. Nothing, okay. How about you guys? So the blood comes in, let's do it this way. We'll do two at once. Comes in here from the top of the body and here from the bottom of the body. Anybody know the name of that vessel, the big vessel that it comes in?
A big vein.
Big vein, it is a vein, it's close.
Aorta?
Aorta? No, aorta's over here, but that's okay. We'll come back to that. It's being weird. Okay, so there's my aorta. This is the vena cava. And maybe you can remember it as a big vein because veins are always returning to the heart. So this is our blood coming in and it gets to here. And I'm using blue because it's deoxygenated. Which side of the heart is this? And this is wonky. You'd think it'd be the left side,
Right.
but it's backwards. And I shouldn't have scribbled over there. This is the right atrium. And the atrium is like a big entrance. So the blood comes in there, and then it goes through this little squeezy bit. You guys know what the squeezy bit is called? Starts with a V, you also have them on pumps.
Valve.
There we go. So this is a valve. And so this is valves, this is valves, this is valves, this is valves. They're all valves. So if somebody has a heart murmur, usually what happens is these valves aren't closing properly. And when the blood goes to pump, it doesn't pump the way it's supposed to. All right, so we come in, we go through the valve, and the valve is there so the blood can't backwash. And then it comes into this big area. And this is the right ventricle. So I'm thinking in your mailbox tomorrow when you get to school is going to be a diagram like this, and you can practice if you want before the exam. And the ventricle part, this is the pumps. So it squeezes hard and it goes out. Use my blue pen. All right. Dakota, where do you think the blood should go? It's going to pick up oxygen. Sammy. I'm trying to unmute you and it's not working. Oh, unmute. There we go. Nope. Hey, Tristan, do you know where it goes? Oh, there you go.
I don't.
Sammy, you have two of them. If you smoke, people are concerned about it.
Lungs.
There we go. Goes out to your lungs.
Ask the smoker, eh? Just kidding.
Gotta bring it home. So it goes out to the lungs. It picks up oxygen. So when it comes back, it's oxygenated, and it would be bright red or brighter red. Oh, yeah.
That looks dark.
It does. So much. It is a red pen, but it's obviously got guck on it. Oh, and this thing is called the pulmonary. So if you ever see pulmonary, that's got something to do with your breathing system. Now, it's either an artery or a vein. Who knows? It's leaving the heart.
Artery.
Good guess, but wrong. What's happening?
Oh my goodness.
The vein. No, wait a minute. I'm an idiot. Tristan's right. Leaving the heart. It's an artery. I'm sorry, Tristan. So sorry.
No worries.
No worries. We'll get through this together, folks. Okay, so these are my pulmonary veins. Blood coming back. Now it's got oxygen. All right. Why is that not working for me today at all? Dakota, what? Between the two of us, I think we just unmuted you. What do you think this one is? This is the right atrium. This is the
Left.
There we go. Left atrium. So here's our blood coming back. And again, let's pretend that my marker isn't all nasty. So it's got more oxygen. It goes through a valve and it gets down into here. Sammy, what's that thing?
The right ventricle?
I already have the right ventricle.
Or the left?
Yep.
Sorry. How do you pronounce that?
Ventricle. Ventricle.
Ventricle?
Yep. And remember, it's a written exam, so it's okay if you don't pronounce it. I forgot to label this, but this part in here is called a septum. And if you ever heard of, especially in babies, when they talk about having a hole in the heart, it usually means that this doesn't close properly before they're born. Anyway, so we've got the left ventricle, and then it goes out through the aorta, and it goes back out to the body. So there's our heart diagram.
Apologize if you guys hear the music in the background. My roommate's cleaning.
If it gets bad, I'll mute you.
Okay.
I do that to everybody. Okay, so there we got the heart. That's a lovely test question. You got to be able to label it and to be able to trace the path of blood. If you're really clever and, came to class tomorrow with a blue pen and a red pen, or two colors highlighters, that'd be pretty cool. Just saying. Just a suggestion, not a requirement. I'm not sure I have them. Okay, we're good. Got the heart. I'm seeing something that looks lovely. Did you hand draw it?
No.
No?
I printed it.
Ah, cool. It's cool if you have a printer. Nice. Okay, enough with the heart. Somehow it seems interesting. We start with heart, and now we're going to reproductive system.
I have this paper somewhere.
All right, what is, Tristan, on behalf of men everywhere, what is the function of the male reproductive system?
Produce testosterone.
Okay, you're gonna make some testosterone and then you're gonna make what?
Sperm.
That's right, you're gonna make sperm and you're gonna get it to the woman, getting it into the woman. So, make sperm, deliver. All right, so Dakota, on behalf of women everywhere, don't worry, Sammy, we will save something for you. What is the function of the female reproductive system?
Ovaries?
And what do the ovaries make?
Babies?
There's a step in between. Sammy, what's the female version of sperm?
Eggs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't overthink this, guys. There we go. We gotta make eggs, and then we gotta make a place for the baby to mature. Cool. All right. Tristan, you already told us the sex hormone in males is testosterone. And in females, Dakota, what's one female reproductive hormone?
What?
A female reproductive hormone.
Estrogen.
There we go. We got estrogen. Sammy, do you know the other one?
Oh my goodness, I can't even.
Progesterone.
Yeah. Pedestrian.
Progesterone. I don't even, right now I'm thinking I spelt that wrong. But I think it's close. Okay. If you think about female birth control pills, it's the hormones that they usually run on. It's one of the two. All right, male gamete. Tristan.
Couldn't tell you.
Oh, it's the male sex cell. How about that? Anybody? Oh, you're all overthinking this. Starts with an S. And then a
Sperm?
P.
Sperm?
Sperm. So gamete is the semantic sciencey name for sex cell. So the female gamete,
Egg cells.
there you go, is eggs. All right, why is the testes outside the body? Because to make sperm efficiently and effectively, they need to be slightly lower than body temperature. So if you want to make a nice sperm, oh, I switched my camera here. No, it's not doing
No,
it.
it's right on.
There's a lot of effort put into that.
No kidding.
My sperm. Okay. So you got the sperm nice and cool, you'll make a nice one. You got the temperature too hot, you're going to make one that looks like this. Right? That's my sad little mutant sperm. That is not going to do very good at fertilizing an egg because it's got two heads and only one tail. So they don't swim very well. Y'all should learn how to crochet. The amazing things you can make.
No kidding.
Let me tell you, I was making that, and my husband and son were both looking at me going, why are you making a two-headed sperm? Because I can. And it's for science class. But the truth is the process called meiosis that the sperm go through occurs more effectively at a slightly lower than body temperature. All right, birth control for the male. We have Sam.
Where is it? I just had all this stuff out. Oh, never mind. Found it. A vasectomy.
All right, vasectomy.
Yeah.
Which is equivalent, it's basically tying the tubes in a male, but it's the vas deferens, so they call it a vasectomy. And that's a permanent form. A non-permanent form, Dakota?
Condoms?
You betcha. And condoms do something that almost no other form of birth control does. Tristan, do you know what it is? They protect you against something.
Sorry, I missed that question. What was it?
Condoms protect people from something that pretty much all other forms of birth control don't.
STIs.
You betcha. The only other one that would protect you, oh, hold on. I'll put my camera back. Alt. There, is that better? Or did you even notice it? Was there even a difference? Okay. Yeah, they protect STIs. That and abstinence. That's it. And for female, you can have tubal ligation. And if you remember that as getting your tubes tied, that's fine. And then just know one other one. We looked at one day at Planned Parenthood. So birth control pills, a female condom, IUDs, implants, any of those. I can't remember. I think on the test I asked for 2. Those on any 2 of them. And if you're drawing a blank, you can always do abstinence. Or just, right, not having sex.
No sex at all.
No sex.
Turn into a Jehovah Witness, man.
All right, so we need to be able to label the diagrams and know the functions. I did not print off diagrams, but you can watch the fun videos. But there is, I think it's a matching question on the test, where I give you the bits and you have to explain what they do. Prostate makes fluid for semen. Right, because the ejaculator of the semen is about 5%, like 5% sperm and 95% fluid to keep the little sperm going. And part of that fluid comes from the prostate. The other ones are Cowper's gland and seminal vesicles. And not even in biology 30 do you have to keep it straight which type of fluid each one produces. They just help make up semen. All right, urethra. Gets, how do I put this? It's an exit for 2 things. What 2 things leave through the urethra?
Urine and sperm.
Nice. Penis. Main job is to get the sperm into the female. And the scrotum we just talked about. It keeps the testes outside the body at a lower temperature.
Holds and helps and protects the testes.
That too. Keeps, all right, well, we keep talking about the testes. What do they do? Dakota, what does it do?
Testosterone.
They make testosterone and something else.
Producing sperm.
There we go. All right. Dakota, what does the bladder do? I think she froze. All right, so bladder stores urine.
Oh, you must have glitched out there. That's what I said.
Okay, because one of us glitched out. I'm like, she's not answering, she's not moving.
Yeah, I think that was on my end.
Okay, no worries. What makes urine, by the way? This has nothing to do with your test tomorrow, but you should know.
Fluids.
They're made up of fluids, but what part of your body makes urine?
Your tummy? I don't know.
Your kidneys.
Kidneys. Oh, I knew that. I totally knew
I heard
that.
somebody yell in the background. I was thinking, are they answering? Because that'd be cool.
That's what I thought too.
All right, seminal vesicle. That is the same thing as a prostate. Makes the fluid for sperm or for semen. There is one male diagram and one female diagram on the test, but the words are there for matching, so I think it should be pretty straightforward for you. Vas deferens connects two things. Connects your testes
Fingers.
to the urethra.
I think I like went high definition with some of these things. I don't know.
Did you Google them?
Stuff like that.
Oh, that looks lovely. Well, I really can't read it, but it looks lovely. So this is the plain English version?
Okay.
No, that's okay. So now that you've studied that, come tomorrow, it'll be like, oh, this is a lot easier. All right, so epididymis is just, I don't know why, to me it's just a cool word. It's like this very cool thing. So if this is the testes, it looks like a comma hanging out on top of it. And then that connects to the vas deferens. And it's where the sperm mature. And they hang out waiting to be used for something. All right, be able to draw the path of the sperm to the penis. I don't think I did that on the test. But it's pretty straightforward. Tomorrow, maybe before we do the exam, I'll print off some stuff for us to practice with the diagrams. All right, so female. What does the uterus do?
Holds the eggs.
Yeah, it's where the baby matures.
Baby matures. Oh, that's the ovaries. Never mind.
And the bladder is the same as before. Store urine. It's not really part of the reproductive system, but it keeps showing up on the diagram. So, you know, might as well. All right. Dakota, what does an ovary do?
Release eggs.
Yep. Normally they alternate, and normally it's one per 28 days. But sometimes they get mixed up and you get two or more, and surprise, you have twins or triplets. All right, fallopian tubes. Those are the tubes where the eggs go down. They go on this beautiful ride from the ovary into the uterus. Vagina. Connects to uterus.
The way you said that. Sorry.
To outside world. Well, it's always this, how do I make it simple, straightforward, yet not weird? So sometimes I get a blank.
It's where the sun don't shine.
Okay. Urethra, same as before. Exit, oh, except just urine this time. All right, cervix, I learned, is actually the bottom part of the uterus. I didn't know that. I thought it was something different. And it connects to the vagina.
Damn kids.
And the last one, the endometrium, that's the lining of the uterus, and that's where the egg will implant, and that's what's shed every month. And I realized we did the, you have notes about babies and pregnancy and all that, but I forgot to include that on the exam. I just got to the point where there was fertilization and kind of, oops, I forgot the last part. So you don't have to worry about that. Sperm and egg usually meet. Anybody want to guess? It's not the uterus, it's before that. The fallopian tubes. So the sperm have to get from the vagina, through the uterus, and up into the fallopian tubes, and that's normally where they find each other when it's all romantic and fertilization occurs. Every once in a while, the egg will get confused and it'll implant actually in the fallopian tubes. Excuse me, and that'll end up in a tubal pregnancy. I think it's called an entopic or ectopic, I can't remember. Ectopic pregnancy, which they don't go to term because the baby will start to mature and it ends up breaking and destroying the fallopian tubes. Another name for a fertilized egg is, you know what, it's a zygote. And if you remember that this year, it'll make next year biology so much better because it comes up.
All right.
And the next section and the last one that we're going to do before Christmas is we do cell division as soon as we're like Wednesday and Thursday we do cell division. And then we're going to start into genetics, which carries on a lot in grade 12. And I just find it the most interesting because it answers a lot of questions like how can two people with brown eyes have a blue-eyed baby? Stuff like that. All right, chromosomes. Oops, I guess I kind of did this backwards. How many chromosomes do you have in each of your cells? Maybe you guys know. All right, there are 23 in a sperm. There are 23 in an egg. And when they get together, what's 23 plus 23?
46.
Nice, that's how many you have. All of your body cells have 46 chromosomes in them. And the difference between an embryo, a fetus, and a baby, this is not on your test, I don't think. 0 to 8 weeks, it's called an embryo. 8 weeks to birth, it's a fetus. And it's not officially considered to be a baby until after it's born. I didn't know that. So if you guys go through some of those reviews tonight, I think you'll be fine. There's 15 multiple choice questions. And those ones really deal with how the units, the different body systems interact with one another. Excuse me. There's the heart diagram. And like I said, there's a matching question on both the male and female reproductive systems. And then there's some diagrams. I think you'll do fine.
Okay.